What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Oh yeah, guys. So I just got back from the Nether, and I went to the Nether fortress a little bit more. And on the far side of the fortress, I found some more chests. We got a saddle, which was pretty cool. I collected some Nether warts and some soul sand, so that's pretty awesome too. And I found some more Nether iron ore. Yeah, so I've already smelted the Nether iron ore. You smelt that, and it turns into 2 iron ores is what it is. And now I just got done grinding those. So now we got iron dust, 36 of those. Let's go ahead. We'll put that in the furnace. We'll go ahead and melt those all down. What we're looking for is to get 4 iron blocks, I think. If we can get to the tool forge, that's going to be really awesome. But I don't know actually if we can do this. I want to unlock the tool forge so we can make a hammer. And then I can actually start digging and making progress. Like if we're going to make a base or whatever, I want to be able to do that. We do need these seared bricks though, and like I said before, I wasn't able to find a proper recipe for these things. Like if I go through any here, it says we can smelt grout to get it, but if you click on I am grout, there is no recipe. So there's got to be another way. We can get seared stone to turn into seared brick. If we had seared stone in a smeltery, we could do it, but we don't have the smeltery in order to do this. Thought there might have been another way. What about the seared stone liquid? Okay, so here we go. I mean, with cobblestone in a crucible furnace, we can make seared stone, and then I assume there's some way we can take the seared stone and cast it out. I don't know how to do that either, but I'm sure there's a way to do it. So, out of curiosity, the crucible furnace. There we go. I can spell properly. The crucible furnace can be made with the lava clay bucket, so we can do it right now. It does need burnt bricks, heating components, which are silicon carbide, which is made from coal, clay, and sand. That looks like we can do that. That's a lot of coal, clay, and sand to get one of these. We need 2 of those. We need brick construction block, which is burnt brick. That's 4, 5, 6 of those total that we need. And you get the burnt brick by putting nether brick or brick in a vat full of lava. I guess the nether brick only requires 1/4 of a bucket. Regular brick requires half a bucket, so we're probably going to want to do this method. It takes 4 seconds and we get a burnt brick. So we need to do that. How many times? Is that 6? Yeah, 4 for here and 5, 6. Okay, so we need like 2 things of lava and some of the nether brick, which we got from smelting netherrack, or we can get it that way. So that's pretty cool. I was going to say, I think that's done more than 1. So we are able to get to this point. It looks like we'll just need a little bit of clay for this lava. We need to make ourselves the vat. That is another thing we should probably be looking at. Although I was kind of going through the quest book here. I was looking at all the different quests that are available, and I'm not seeing one really that's for Mariculture just yet, except, wait, which one was it? There was one of these that showed, I can't remember where it is now. Not that one. Well, that's the Mariculture one too, but oh, I didn't notice we had all this stuff unlocked. I wonder when this unlocked. Okay, well, we got more stuff here. Let's keep going down. Here it is. All right, so Sifty Business. This is a Mariculture one. This is the one we saw, I think, last episode. It says the sifter is a 2x1. I want us to make a sifter. I wonder, like, if we craft this, it says it unlocks 1 quest elsewhere. I don't know if it unlocks another one over here, and this will take us down the Mariculture path. My understanding is that we're going to need the vat in order to make a smeltery. So we might look at doing that. Let's look at a sifter. So we need 2 of these in order to make it. So it's 2 planks, 2 sticks. I don't make 2 of these. And a fish net, which is 5 string and 4 sticks. I guess we get 4 fishing nets. You know what? We might have the string. Yes, we do. Okay, so you know what? Let's do this. Let's make this thing. We'll do this quest, and we will see how this all turns out. Okay, so if we come in here, do one of those. Nice. Okay, so we got that. And then we just need 2 planks and 2 sticks. We should be able to get this all done. So where are the planks? I guess we could probably use that instead. And sticks are already in my inventory. Let's try it. Yes, there we go. Cool. So we're able to do this. So we place this down. It says it has to be a 2x1. Ah, check that out. That's awesome. So I don't even know how this thing works. If we go to the quest book and we look here, oh yeah. Okay, so this did start unlocking some of the stuff here. It says fish are the first animal you found to have the potential for genetic enhancement. To get started in breeding them, though, you'll need a way to catch them, which will require some form of bait. Okay, so I assume the sifter is for us to sift something to get bait. That's going to give us 32 grasshopper bait. Let's claim that. All right, cool. All right, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and go to a fishy situation. Okay, so this wants us to make a reed fishing rod. Now that you've got some bait, time to arm yourself with a fishing rod and find yourself some fish. To catch live fish, you'll probably want to stand in the water. Okay, so we want to make a reed fishing rod. I assume this is sugar canes. Yeah, okay, so 3 sugar canes plus 2 string. How much more string? We have exactly enough. Awesome. So I started on the path to getting our sugar cane done. Before we were growing this by the water, I was thinking we had to plant this on sand next to water, but since we're doing the agricraft stuff, this does not need to be touching water at all in order for it to grow. So yeah, this is like a 112, I think is what this one was originally, and then I'm just letting it go all the way down. Hopefully by the time we get to the end, we'll have something close to a 10-10-10. By the way, our sugar, or not a sugar, our carrots down here are officially 10-10-10s now, and I've let them grow and fill in the entire thing down there. So we got plenty of carrots. We don't have to worry about that. I might look at doing that with the potatoes or something a little bit later, but we don't. It's not something that I feel like is necessary at this point in time. But yeah, getting the sugar canes going, that's pretty cool in my opinion. We'll leave that one full so it can spread to this one and mutate, hopefully. Cool. Okay, so I did collect a couple of sugarcane earlier, so now we have 3 of those. We're getting everything perfect today. All right, so let's make this reed fishing rod. So we do that and that, those 2. There it is. Nice. All right, so that's done. The detection task wants us to catch a cod. It looks like it's a female cod by the icon. All right, let's see what we can do down here. Do we have to right? Oh, I guess just doing that. Just right-clicking that, use some of the grasshopper bait. What do we get? Female cod, exactly what we're looking for. Oh my goodness, everything is just going to plan today. So that's going to give us a wooden fishing rod, a fluid tank, and fishing and breeding number 42. Okay, well, we got that. Feeding time. This is the next quest in the series. It says, once you have yourself some live fish, you'll want to build a tank to keep them in. Different fish species require different sized tanks to live in. The core of any tank is the fish feeder, which deploys fish food to sustain the fish, and is also the point where you can interact with the otherwise freeform tank structure. I've never done this before. This seems pretty interesting. So we want the fish feeder, and we have to make some fish meal. This other side says, a tank is measured as the number of blocks of water surrounding the tank. When you place your fish in the tank through the interface of the feeder, it may give you an error message. If the tank is too small, it will tell you how many more blocks of water you need to be nearby for the fish species. The tank size also determines the amount of fish food that can be stored in the feeder at once. To provide fish food, you either drop the fish meal item in the water around the feeder, or you can pump in liquid fish food. Aha, okay. So how do we make fish meal? How do we make you? We just take a raw cod and that. So I just take this one that I got. It won't let me do that. So what's the difference? That says raw cod, raw salmon. This is cod. Oh, okay. You know what? These are the fish that we can breed with, right? These aren't just the regular fish. So we did get a wooden fishing rod, grasshopper, and so I don't know which one's better. Is the wooden better? It looks like grasshopper is the lowest tier and bait worm is the best. And this one looks like grasshopper is the best. Maybe. I don't know how this all works. Let's do another one. Let's just see what we get here. What did we get that time? We got raw neon tetra. And that turns into a fish meal. Okay, I see how this works. So it looks like we get a random chance for a regular raw fish, or we get a fish that I guess we'll be able to breed with later. Raw tuna. Oh, that gives us 8 of them. All right, let's do that. You know what? Let's do that. Okay, so that'll satisfy part of this quest. And then we need the fish feeder. And in order to make one of these, we need 2 different raw, a chest, and then 6 wicker, which is sugar canes and sticks. Okay, so we definitely need these sugar canes to grow and do their thing. Awesome. It looks like this one grew. It's only still producing 1 per, which is fine. We could probably take some of these and just plant them vanilla style over there next to the water as well. That'd probably get things going a little bit faster. I don't think we have that much bone meal, to be honest, where I could just bone meal these. We have a little bit. So I guess we could do that. Grab these and we'll vanilla style plant these. But I still think it takes like about 10 minutes for these things to grow per stage. Even the vanilla style, let's do this. We have a few more spots. Okay. We'll just let these go ahead and grow over here. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, let me get some stuff done off camera. It's going to be nighttime here in just a second. Yeah, let me do some stuff off camera here. Hopefully we'll get some sugarcane. We'll be able to make that wicker stuff and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Well, I used the rest of the bait and our Mariculture fishing rods, and I fished as much as I could. And this is all the different stuff that we ended up with. Looks like we got a female neon tetra and a male neon tetra. Actually, we got 2 more neon tetra males over here as well. I don't know why these are not stacking, but they don't for some reason. They look exactly the same fish to me. They look like the same stats, but yeah, they're just not stacking for whatever reason. But anyway, we should be able to breed these 2 when we get to that point, but we still have to make this fish feeder. Cool. So we needed this wicker stuff and we needed like 24 of the sugar canes. I have collected 23. This should be 24 right there. Right on. Yeah, I just got done checking out. This one's a 315. So it is making progress, but that gain though, it's still at 1. And while that is below like 5 or something, it's only going to produce 1 per harvest. Yeah, this stuff really needs to get that gain going for us. So we should have everything that we need to make these 6 wickers. So let's go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So we got that. We just needed 2 raw fish and a chest. I don't have the chest on me, but I did grab a chest or 2 from the Nether fortress. Yeah, here's one right here. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and make this thing. I don't know which fish, if it matters. I honestly don't know if this matters or not, which ones we're using here. Obviously, some give more fish food than the others, but whatever. We're just going to go ahead and make this. There might be a better fish to use in here. I don't know. But anyway, we'll go and do that. And that should complete wherever this quest was down. No, where was that quest? Right here? Feeding time. All right. Yeah, we got these 2 bits done. Oh, it looks like it wants us to do something else. A basic cooling upgrade. What is a basic cooling upgrade? Oh, we need snowballs and snow. Okay, I think we're gonna have to put this on hold for a minute. We don't have snow. Is there a way we can make snow with a nugget caster? If we have molten ice, does that make sense? I don't know if you can have molten ice. You'd have like steam, right? Or really hot water. Anyway, we're not going to question it. We'll just go with it. So if we had bees, we can make it this way. We could turn ice into that if we had the rock crusher, which we don't. We don't have power. I suppose we could put a platform high up in the sky, and then when it rains, which it seems to do frequently, yeah, we would get snow that way. But I think we're going to have to put this on hold for now. It looks like we did get this fishing book. This is something I'll probably end up... Oh, that's a big book. This is something I'll probably end up looking at some point in the future. There's a lot of... Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff in this book. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'll read this off camera at some point. I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to do with all these fish. Probably the next thing we should look at, if we go back to the very first one, what the world came to be, we have 2 different quests here, and this one looks like this is probably the way we should start heading this direction. Yeah, this wants us to start making essence seeds. Essence seeds will pretty much unlock the ability for us to do magical crops. This is where it all begins as far as our mass production of like materials and stuff. So this says it's essential. You think you may have found a way to produce some better materials. Okay, so we want to make essence seeds. So in order to make essence seeds, we have to put seeds, vanilla seeds. I don't know if it works with any other ones, but this is showing vanilla wheat seeds into a mana pool with a little bit of mana to get essence seeds. Well, we don't have mana yet, but we did get stuff that we could create mana with previously, right? What did I do with that stuff? It's here somewhere. Yeah, here's our day blooms. Here's our mana pool. Here's our mana spreader. Okay, so we should be able to get some stuff going here. Let me go and get some kind of a spacer block. I don't know what I should use. Nether rack sounds pretty good. Okay, so I think we're gonna put the mana pool over here. This seems good to me. We'll put the mana pool right here off of the grass. We'll put a spacer block, and then we will put the mana spreader. I should have grabbed the wand of the forest, but I didn't. So there's a mana spreader. Let's grab the wand of the forest. We will, I think it's shift right click this, and then shift right click this. That points the mana spreader down. So any mana that this gets, it will shoot it right into this mana pool, and this is going to be our storage device. Cool. So now if we take some of these day blooms, we should just be able to place them around. I don't know how far away they work. I know in the past it was bad to have them side by side like this, like you wanted them diagonal. Where's my wand of the forest? Am I going blind? I know it was, or did I put that away when I grabbed the day blooms? Maybe I did. Is it not in my... Oh, it's right here. I got mixed up with all the different fish. Yeah, I know it was bad in the past to have these things next to each other, but I think when the change happened, where the passive flowers decay on their own, I think that thing was removed, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Yeah, if we hover over these with the wand of the forest, we can see it highlights the mana spreader. So that means all these day blooms that we just placed can talk to that because that spreader was already there. Otherwise, you'd have to shift right click on the flower and shift right click onto the mana spreader to link this flower to this. But yeah, if the spreader's already there and you place on your flowers within range of that spreader, they automatically link. Okay, so now we're collecting a little bit of mana here. We don't have a whole lot, but yeah, during the daylight hours, we should get a decent amount. Now, I don't know if the decay on these passive flowers only happens when it's daytime, only happens when they're generating mana, or just happens while they're planted. One thing I did see, however, when I was testing these in a different mod pack, is that they have like their own NBT data. If I were to break this flower and this flower, they would no longer stack because they have different time remaining before they decay. Now, I was also saying, I don't know if the passive generation thing is turned off in this mod pack or not, where the flowers will die after a certain amount of time. Apparently, that feature, while it was an option originally, has been completely removed from Botania, so there is no way to turn off the decay of these passive flowers. They will always just die off. There isn't an option anymore. So that's something I wasn't aware of, but I found that out. So it looks like we still need a little bit more mana in here. Let's go back to the quest book. Yeah, we wanted to make the essence seeds. And that looks like that's going to use just a decent amount of mana here. I guess we can grab a seed. It's one of these and hold it on the mana pool. Oh, it looks like we have enough. Done. There it is. Essence seeds. Okay, so we want these to produce a little bit more mana in here. And we're going to use this mana, I believe, to get a runic altar set up. Or we might use this to create better flowers in the future. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Detection task. This wants us to do essence dust. Okay. That seems legit. So we need to take some of these seeds. Actually, maybe we should make another couple of them. We're probably going to want a lot of these. Oh, we don't have enough mana for that. All right, you know what? Let's not do that then. I might just bone meal this, or we might just wait it out. I assume we can use the crop sticks. I haven't tried this yet. I think we can uproot some of these carrots now. Okay, so crop stick plus essence seed. No, they don't go in there. They don't go there either. Wait a second. Uses. Tilled garden soil. Well, that's how to make the nature seeds. Yep, tilled garden soil. Okay, so we definitely need garden soil to do anything with these. Let's figure out how to get that going. I think we were talking about that previously. Yeah, with this. Okay, so we need tilled garden soil, and I think we have to compost stuff. So let's go through this quest to do the next one. Soiled plants. Simple farmland is all well and good for basic plants, but if you want to grow anything particularly worthwhile, investing some time into producing a better alternative could prove worthwhile. If that, But if you want to grow anything particularly worthwhile, investing some time into producing a better alternative could prove worthwhile. Wow, okay. So I guess that is a sentence that makes sense. For some reason, my brain was just not parsing that. It just felt like a run-on sentence. So anyway, we need compost bin. Okay, so compost bin. So 3 slabs and then some sticks. That seems easy enough. I don't know how the composting works, so that's something we are going to figure out. Oh, you know what? Another trick people are telling me about converting the dead wood into regular planks. You do this, you make the slabs, right? And then you can take the slabs and you turn those back into oak wood. So I guess that saves you the headache of making the boats. But if you do... Actually, I think that actually saves wood too. Actually. Okay, so anyway, we'll make the oak wood slabs. We'll do that. We'll get some sticks here. There we go. Maybe should we do 2 of them? Let's do 2 of them. That way I'll save some inventory space. All right, so there's that. We have our composting bins. I don't even know how these things work. I got so many seeds on me right now. Let's go ahead and put the carrot seeds down here. Hopefully I'll be able to find the 10-10-10s leader. We'll stick that in there. Cool. All right. So I don't know how these composting bins work. Is there anything in the quest book that'll say, oh, we have another task. This wants us to make garden soil. Okay, so this says on the other side, one method to create more fertile soil is by composting organic material. To do this, you'll need somewhere to put the organics to let them decompose in the compost. Hovering over the slots in the compost bin, GUI or GUI, however you want to say it, will indicate what will or what can be composted. Okay, so let's place this down somewhere. I guess we'll put it down here. Let's place these right here. Oh, okay, so this is like a crafting. Oh, we can compost this stuff. I don't know if I want to compost my fish. I don't even know what I want to do with all this fish. What I do know is that I want them out of my inventory. So let's just go ahead and stick them in this chest for now. Yeah, we're not going to compost any of this fish. We'll put that in there too. Torches. Okay. Put all that stuff in there. Clean up our inventory just a little bit so we have some room to work with some stuff. And nether rack. All right. So... what would we compost? I think people are saying that we could compost like these old and busted seeds that we aren't going to be using anymore. So let's go ahead and put these in here. Will it allow us to do these? Oh, it won't allow us to do these. Oh, okay. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It highlights the ones that are compostable. All right, so let's just go ahead and put all these in there. We don't care about these. Okay, I see how that's working. That bar is going forward and then it uses up an item and then it goes forward a little bit more. Okay, that makes sense. So it looks like you can put stacks in there if things stack. Obviously, most of these seeds have different NBT data, so they won't stack. We could probably take some of these carrots if we wanted to. Take some of these, turn them into seeds this way. These would all stack because they'd be 111 seeds, unidentified. And then we could put those in there and walk away for a minute. Or we could probably just put the carrots in directly. I don't know if we want to do that or not. Does that matter? Let's put 24 carrots in there and see what happens. All right, so it looks like we're about to get our first piece of compost. And then it's look like garden soil. We just take that compost and we mix it with with regular dirt. And we get garden soil this way. Okay. Check it out. There's our first piece of compost. Nice. Let's make our first piece of garden soil. Yeah, this is cool. I've never used this mod before, so this is all interesting new stuff to me. So there's garden soil from Garden Core, and looks like we have completed this quest, and that's going to give us 16 compost. Let's claim that reward. Actually, let's read the other section of this. This says, once you've gotten yourself some compost from the composting bin, simply mix it with dirt to create garden soil, a much more fertile alternative to dirt, which you can also till into a soil ideal for farming. Okay, so I don't know how this differs from regular dirt as far as tilling it and putting stuff on there. Maybe this works without being hydrated. Maybe it makes things grow faster than are on it. I honestly don't know. Specialty soil, infestation spores. This might be something we look at doing another time. Anyway, so now that we have the garden soil, we should be able to plant our essence seeds on that one piece, right? And we can get essence dust. That seems like a thing we should be able to do. Let's go ahead and put, I guess we'll put our one piece of garden soil right here. Then can I plant these on there? No. Can I put crop sticks on there? Yes. Can I put these on the crop sticks on there? No. Do I have to till this? I think that's what it said. It had to be tilled garden soil, but I don't know if it works with the crop sticks or not. Where's my mattock? Right here. So let's till that. Seeds, no. Sticks, yes. Seeds, yes. Okay, so it has to be tilled garden soil for the essence seeds. Good to know. All right, so we got bone meal here somewhere. We got 3 pieces. That's a lot. Oh, we can't bone meal this stuff. That's a shame. It won't let us bone meal that. Okay, we just got to let it grow. That's fine. So I guess I'm going to cut here, wait for this to grow up. We'll get 2 essence, and then we will continue on, guys. All right, guys. Well, I was thinking about these essence seeds, and since they are being planted on crop sticks, I'm thinking that we can just let them spread side to side, right? So I made up 2 more garden soil so we can do this. I don't know if they do spread like the other ones, or if these are ones that we have to get the seeds for in order for anything to happen. I mean, this quest does reward us with 4 more essence seeds, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they spread. Oh, I guess that answers that question. They do, in fact, spread. It did see on the tooltip that said the seed is not yet analyzed, so I assume that we can get these to 10, 10, 10s eventually. So that's awesome to know. Very good. All right, so we'll let that grow up. We'll let this one spread over here, and then we'll have 3 of these total, which is going to be pretty cool. Now, I was thinking about these flowers right here, dayblooms. Yeah, these are only going to last so much longer, and then they're going to be dead, right? So we should look at upgrading those probably with the rest of the mana that we have left. So the way I normally do this is by upgrading to endoflames. These are flowers that you put on the ground. You can throw like any furnace burnable stuff like wood or coal or things like that at it. So in order to make endoflames, we needed 2 brown, 1 red, 1 light gray. And then we're going to need... Oh, we're going to need like some kind of mana dust. So I was looking at how you make that. You can use sugar, and you can put sugar in here. There we go. There's 4 mana. I'm sorry, not mana dust, mana powder. So there's 4 of that. So the way I normally do this, we're going to try and mass produce these. Let's see if I can get these on the hotbar correctly. Seeds, and then we're going to need the bucket of water. Okay, and then we're also going to want to move our petal apothecary somewhere near a water source. So we will move this down here. Should be fine. So we'll put that right like that. Okay, so the way I normally do this, we fill the petal apothecary up once, and then we can do Q, 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 and then, oh, that's a problem. That's something. Okay, so we can't do it that quickly with the iguana tweaks one, or yeah, iguana tinker tweaks. We would need the regular iron bucket. Normally with the iron bucket, you can cue that on there, and it will take the water out of the bucket, fill the petal apothecary, and then you get the empty bucket back in your inventory. Well, anyway, this is still decently quick. We just gotta do this. We'll just have to fill it up every single time. There we go, like that. And then, there we go. Cool. So now we have 4 endoflames, which is way better than these things. So we can stick these nearby. Those should still be within range of that. And then we can just drop like 4 pieces of coal or charcoal on the ground. Should work. And these guys will suck them up and make a decent amount of mana, even at nighttime, which is going to be pretty awesome. Cool. So yeah, we can see the mana beam is now going more often than what it was doing previously. So we're going to be generating a decent amount of mana now. Yeah, we'll just have to look at either making a tree farm, or I don't know if we can... No, we can't burn the dead wood into planks, or I'm sorry, into charcoal. These are like planks, right? And it said that we could take 9 of these and turn them into a log, which is not that great. I wonder if just throwing the deadwood planks would be more efficient. I don't know. But anyway, this is going to be a way that we're going to be able to generate mana indefinitely going forward. We just have to provide these with a little bit of fuel, right? These dayblooms eventually are just going to wither away, die off, and we will have a bunch of free space over here. Then we'll look at moving this to a more permanent spot, or at least moving these endoflames to a more permanent location, like on this side, and free up our grass so we can bone meal or do whatever we want to do. Where is that little guy right there? Should I I probably shouldn't. I'm going to, though. Stay away, stay away. Oh, man, he hurts a lot. He didn't even have the decency to drop an ender pearl. What a guy. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Regrowth. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, we're getting into a little bit of Mariculture, which is kind of cool. Getting into a little bit of Botania generation over here. Getting into magic crops, just starting. Unfortunately, we weren't able to complete that quest. We'll let this grow. I'm going to try and take some of the compost that we have. We've gotten 22 of it so far. So we should be able to make a decent line of this stuff to let it try and get to the 10-10-10 stage. So I'll work on doing that before next episode, see what we can do here. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.